friends, and a big welcome to you right here on Fountain of Hope Show. I'm glad that you could join us. My name is Chris Basalirwa, and it's really a pleasure having you on the show. And in this edition, we are still talking about what young people or single people, they may not maybe be very young, but what single people should be doing as they wait to get partners one of these days. Because society, especially in the African context, does not help single people to feel that they are somebody, they are important, they are valuable, they are respectable. So that might undermine a young person, a single person, from improving themselves and from living a full life, which you can live. This is what we are talking about in this edition. And dear friend, if you haven't subscribed to this Rhyme Ministries channel, kindly please do. And I would encourage you to like the video and also to share and to make some comments. You can make some comments. Write what you thought about this video. Write something, and what you write will help us in our future production of the videos. And we are so happy that there's many of you, some of you, you've really been commenting on the videos, and you've sent messages. Some of you have called us to tell us that you appreciate the work we are doing, and we are happy and we are very pleased that you are there. And remember to share the videos with people whom you think can benefit from what we are sharing. Okay, in one of the editions, we did actually tackle this subject of what single people should be doing. And we continue, and we said that the most important thing as a single person is for you to have a personal relationship with Jesus. And at the end of this show, I will show you how you can become a friend of Jesus, how you can make Jesus to be your friend, how you can make him to be your master, your Lord, how you can make him to be a present help, even in times of trouble. That is not just there when things are okay, but even when things have gone wrong, he can be your friend. So I'll share with you that. And we also mentioned in that other edition, that it is so important to create or to develop your skills, your qualifications, to develop your career. And we talked about those things, so I can't go into detail now. And we also said that as a single person, you should develop your boundaries so clearly. So clearly. That is very important. And you should also pursue your hobbies. Being single is not a crime. No. It is not. So you can live a full life. We also said that you must mind your weight. You must not put everything you see into the mouth. Every snack, no. You better talk to a nutritionist so that they can tell you the right food to eat according to your age. And then we said in that show that it's important to do regular exercises. Yeah, if it means going to the gym, it means jogging, if it means doing some manual work, please do. Yeah, so that you are keeping fit. So you eat right, you keep fit. And then we mentioned the issue of communication, and that's why we want to center this program on the issue of communication, because communication is very critical. It's very critical. And I've met many people that are not good communicators. Yeah. They will give you a yes or no answer. If you ask them something, they will just make a face. They don't even talk, or they will make signs, you know. Okay, all those are different types of communication, but I think in good relationships, people want to hear your voice. They want to look at your face. Yeah. I remember when I was training in Holland a few years ago, when I was much younger than I am now, I used to be teased by some Dutch ladies. They used to call me, Chris, come and demonstrate to us how African girls behave when a young man is talking to them. So I don't know where they read those things, but they were saying that African girls, when a young man is talking to them, they will look the opposite direction. They never look at the young man. They don't look at him in the eyes or in the face. No, the girl will face another direction. And so, of course, being Westerners, they found that very amusing. I don't know why they read that, but of course, it can happen in some communities. But what I want to encourage you is learn to keep the eye contact. Eye contact, yeah. When you are talking with somebody, you look at the eyes, yeah. Keep the eye contact, yeah. Especially when you are talking about important things, yeah. In good communication, you look at somebody's eyes and they look at yours. So you look at their expressions, how they are reacting to what you're saying. It's important. That is feedback, yes. So don't just talk and even surely you are not keeping the eye contact, yeah. So that is important. Culture would teach us otherwise. Culture will tell us as a lady, you don't look at men. You don't look at their eyes, or you don't look at their faces. You look the opposite side when you are talking with them. No, no, no. In good communication, you keep the eye contact. And that's why we brought this topic back. Yeah, because we wanted to give this communication issue more information and more advice, so that if you've not been practicing these things, you can put them in practice and you realize it will help you a great deal. This is Fountain of Hope show, coming to you right here on the Rai Ministries channel, and you are our friend, and keep being our friend.
Evangelistic team which conducts gospel crusades in different parts of the Great Lakes region. In the following photographs, you can see some of the different crusades you conducted in Kenya's Rift Valley, Kwale at the coast, in conjunction with Jesus Army Ministries. On the sixth one, we also conducted successful gospel crusades in Butembo City in DRC Congo.
Welcome back to Fountain of Hope show. And we are discussing what kind of development, what kind of activities a single person should be doing before they actually get involved into a relationship with the opposite sex. And we are saying we are capitalizing on communications in this edition, yeah, because communications is very important, whether it is in business, whether it is in politics, whether it is in the academia world, whether it is, I've met professors who are, they are not good at communication. That's a pity. But it's so important that you develop your communication skills. Yeah. Of course, there are certain disciplines where it is too critical. Yeah. Like in business, supposing you are trying to convince me to buy an item from you, but then your communication skills are so poor. You are either forcing me to buy, or you are wondering, why am I fussing? Or, all that cannot help. As a salesperson, you must be presentable, you must be warm, you must be confident, you must be a million things. But supposing you have very poor communication skills and you are trying to sell things, I'm sorry, you'll be ignored. Yeah, people will just lose patience with you. So communication is very important. And here we are discussing it in terms of relationships. Yeah. So as a single person, you need to develop your communication skills. Be a good communicator. Be a good listener, for instance. Yeah. So you should know when to talk and when to close your mouth. Yeah, and you open your ears. In good communication, you listen to the person who is talking. You try to understand what they are saying, and then you reply. Yes, those are good listening skills. There are people, they just and they are not listening, and they don't give the other person a chance to talk. No, they just That one is not good. Yeah, you should accommodate the person you're talking with. Let them talk, they finish, and then you respond. And they say interjecting sometimes is viewed as bad manners. So of course you can interject, but if all you do is to interject all the time, that destroys communication. Yeah. So teach yourself, and this information is all over. It's on the internet, it's in books, it's everywhere. Teach yourself communication skills. Yeah, so that you're a good communicator, and that will market you. It will market you. Yeah, people would want to be near you because you know when you are talking, they feel nice. You make them happy. Yeah, so develop your communication skills. Yeah, complete communication. Yeah, not just bits. And for someone to get information from you, they have just to milk it out of you. That is bad communication. Yeah. Be open. Yeah. Explain. And if what you are being asked, you don't want to give an answer, again, be clear. You say, no, that one, I prefer not to give details, or I prefer not to say more than what I have said. That is good communication. But be clear. Yeah, be clear and even give reasons. Maybe why you're not giving what the information you are being asked. Yeah, you can give a reason. Yeah, you could say it is not necessary, or yeah, I think in your view what you have given is enough. You wouldn't want to give more in the circumstances. So develop your communication skills. And we talked about the eye contact. Yeah, to keep your eye contact. That is important. You look at the person and then you also see how they are reacting to what you are saying. That is important. And then you can read they call it body language. Yeah, it is part of the communication. It will help you so that you can tell whether is the person believing you, is the person doubting you, is the person appreciating you, is the person afraid or scared of you. Yeah, maybe as you talk, as you converse, the other person is, they realize, what have I put myself into? Yeah. What is happening? What is going on here? Yeah. It is very important that all these feelings, all these gestures, and the way the person is responding and their facial expressions, all that is communication. Don't ignore it. Yeah. And then in highly specialized communication skills, which in certain areas you need to have, is to be listening to what is not being said, to be seeing what is not being shown. Now that is very specialized, but it is part of communication, but I will save you that. But develop your communication skills so that you are able to interpret properly and accurately the person you are communicating with. Yeah. And that person will appreciate that you are attentive, that you are interested. Because the problem is if you don't have certain skills, maybe you talk, but you are not listening to what the other person is. The other person will easily switch off and they doze. And if they doze, it means they are either bored or what you are saying is not important to them. Or, so now that is not good communication. You should be able, as you communicate, you should have the skill to hold the attention of the person that you are talking to. Yeah, have that skill, have that ability as a single person. Develop your communication skills, be able to hold the attention of the person that is listening to you or the person that is talking to you. You hold their attention. That is good. And avoid... when you do that, you realize you are being relevant. Yeah. So let your communication be relevant. Let your communication be good. And your interpretation and your answers should be good, accurate, relevant, and that makes of good communication as a single person. Let's take a short break, and when we come back, we shall continue with what you should be doing to develop your communication skills.
The seventh one in Rai Ministries, we have been running a preschool and primary school for the last 14 years in Matasia. We were able to offer education to a number of vulnerable children whom we integrated with paying children. Unfortunately, after the COVID-19 closure of schools, we were denied access to our rented premises, so we were forced to close the school. If we shall get partners who can help us buy school land, we shall restart this important school project. On the 8th, in our mission, we have passion for the youth. We have a vibrant school ministry where we offer counseling, teaching positive living, and girl and boy relationships. We have done this in different parts of especially Kenya.
Welcome back on the Fountain of Hope show as we almost wrap up now. And we've been talking about the importance of communication in relationships, especially as a single person. Yeah. How you can develop your communication skills and how does this help you? And very quickly, let me suggest that when you learn how to communicate, you will learn about people, you will learn about people's interests, you will learn about people's fears, you will learn about people's values, you will learn about their lifestyle, you know, because you will learn how to ask the right questions so that you get the right answers. Yeah, you will have developed your communication skills. And you see, when you have learned about somebody's value system, the things they really regard as important, the things they value, yeah, their value systems. So you see, it makes it easier for you to make decisions or conclusions about a particular person, yeah. So it is all dependent on how good you are in your communication, yeah. Because you don't want to get involved with somebody and then you realize, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, it means your communication skills were not developed enough. You should have known some things, yeah, before you even became serious with somebody. So really, this is my plea to you. Do everything. And this information is in many places. It's on the internet, it's in books, it's everywhere. You can take a course, you can go for a seminar, there are many communication schools around, yeah. So do something and develop your communication skills. It will help you in your future life, in your business life, your political life, your social life, whichever situation you find yourself, communication will do for you. But let me go back to the point I made first. The most important of all this is developing a relationship with Jesus. Yeah, as a single person. Be known for someone who fears God, who loves God, who has a personal relationship. And I want to lead you. Because how do you become a friend of Jesus? One, you realize that you are a sinner. Yeah, you have not been good. You have done things that they don't please God. And so you realize as long as you remain in that state, you will not be a friend of God. So you repent of your sin and you ask Jesus to come in your life. You tell him, Jesus, I am a sinner. And maybe let me lead you in prayer, just in case you wanted to make a prayer like this. Say, dear Jesus, I realize I am a sinner. Have mercy on me and forgive me my sins. Come into my heart. Come into my life and reside there. Make me a child of God and give me peace of mind and grant me eternal life and help me to walk with you on a daily basis. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. If you have prayed that prayer, Jesus has heard you and he has come into your life. So I encourage you, take time to read the Bible. You can start with the book of John, the Gospel according to John. You can read half a chapter or a full chapter like that. Take time to pray in the morning and in the evening. And Tell somebody about the decision you have made, that you have accepted Jesus as your Lord. And also find a church. This is very important. Find a Bible-believing church around you and join them and tell them you're a new believer so that they can help you to grow in your faith. And God will bless you. Once that door is open, many other doors are going to open in your life. And so, friend, thank you for joining us on Fountain of Hope show. I'm so happy and so privileged that you've joined us and the sun has come. And I look forward to the next show, right here. But before then, I encourage you kindly, you just subscribe to this channel kindly and like this video and make some comments. Take a little time to say how you found the video, and you can share this video with your friends wherever they are, and God will bless them. And also, we are looking for partners. Our ministry involves working out there in the villages, far away from the towns, deep, in many of these Eastern Africa countries. We go deep in the villages to train communities to transform their lives, their way of thinking and their way of doing things. And we need cash to go there. So on our description box there, you will see details on how you can, down there, there's a description box. If when you open, you will see how you can support us through M-Pesa, through our pay bill. It is there, especially for people in Eastern Africa. And the people elsewhere, check our website. It is right there, rhymeafrica.org. And there, look for where there is the sign of donation. Donate. And you can donate. You can donate to us through PayPal, and it will help us to do the work of God. And God will bless you. Thank you for being a friend. We wish you the best. We wish you God's favor and God's goodness. May He open all your closed doors, and may you prosper in your life. This is Chris Basalirwa signing off. And on behalf of Meli, my sound technician, and all the others who work on this program, we wish you shalom and shalom.